welcome to the show, Dr. Douglas.
Hi, thanks. Thanks, Mike.
Excellent advice. Really good stuff. This summer, my kids are getting ready to go to college, and Harvard is on their list. And so we went to Harvard and we toured the campus. But in my mind, I'm thinking about what's going on. I'm thinking about the fact that the Supreme Court has agreed to review a challenge to the consideration of race in college admission decisions, often known as affirmative action. Now, affirmative action backers, they hope that the court leaves things just where they are, giving the colleges flexibility to consider race within certain bounds. Now, the opponents to affirmative action, they hope for a sweeping decision that would remove race from the admissions process completely. But then you would expect to see a decrease in the Black student population on these college campuses. So in your opinion, what is the right move here for the Supreme Court?
Well, I think the Supreme Court, when dealing with these issues, have got to deal with the principles and not with the politics. And for me, the principle is the Declaration of Independence. All men created equal, the inalienable rights. Now, if we have a situation where all men were created equal, but then in history, the equality was taken away from a group of individuals via slavery and other things, well, then if we are going to have them to be able to pursue life, liberty, and happiness, we need to do things, okay, that help them to become equal again and to be seen as equal and to be able to pursue those things equally. Mm-hmm. And so for me, that's what the Supreme Court needs to look at equity and inclusion. Mm-hmm. We have to do those things which bridge the gap that was created, and we have to enable them to be included so they can have the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness.
Well, let's hope the Supreme Court is listening to your words and they take that into consideration. I hope they will listen to what you have to say. That. So if you're a listener, make sure that you go and pick up Dr. Douglas's book. Again, it's called Addressing Systemic Discrimination by Reframing the Problem. And then let them know what you think of the book and where we can go from here. I think your input is really critical here. So make sure you like this interview. Make sure you share it with other college students that are into
a new version of Addressing Systemic Discrimination by Reframing the Problem. Until You Walk in My Shoes, a reframing methodology to overcome systemic discrimination by Dr. Frank L. Douglas.
Jack Canfield, co-author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series and the book, The Success Principles. I think it's a brilliant book. I really strongly encourage everyone to read it. It's great if you're an aggrieved person. I want you to read it. And if you're someone who is managing a company or a division of a company, I think it's really important at this time in history to read the book.
Don't miss this powerful and eye-opening exploration of the path to change. Until You Walk in My Shoes by Dr. Frank L. Douglas. Coming soon.